Hello everyone. We wanted to hop on here and show you the latest information that we have right now for the winter storm coming up. And you're probably wondering, why am I signing? Well, I have several deaf and hard of hearing friends that watch Stormdar Weather, and so they have requested that I try to sign. Now, I can't guarantee every single time I go live that I will be able to sign, but right now I think it's really important that we show you all the information that we have. So let's start. Basically, what's happening now, we've got a big winter storm coming this way. The jet stream is really cranking from southwest to northeast, and that is bringing a lot of moisture with it. Now the problem we have is this is a classic winter storm situation. We got the moisture coming in this way, we got the cold air coming in this way. They are meeting, and that's where we're going to have all of this mess. It's going to be just crazy. So you're probably wondering, what do we know now? Well, the first thing we know is the entire area is under a winter storm watch. I'm going to spell that. And we are waiting because probably tomorrow, once the new weather model data comes in, we will know a lot more where positioning, precisely where everything is going to set up. It's really messy right now. There's been a variety of snowfall amounts. Some places are saying like 1 to 4 inches. Other places are saying 10 to 16 inches. It's just crazy right now. It's all going to depend on when that cold air moves. If the cold air comes here and stops, then a lot of the area is going to be in like the sleet, or possibly freezing rain. We do not want that at all. What we think now from looking at all the models, and we're guessing because like I said, it's all varied right now, is probably less than 1/4 inch of ice for the Branson area. So that's what we're thinking. Now, we have to say this will probably change tomorrow once we get the new model data coming in. So the best thing to do right now is just come back to our page and just keep following what we're saying, because it could change. Some places also are saying snow. It looks like I-44 and north is going to get the most snow because that's where the cold air is going to come in at this point. South of I-44, that's where the problem is going to be, and the newest model data right now is showing more ice down in northern Arkansas. There's going to be a little bit in southern Missouri. We're just going to have to watch and wait and see where that's coming out. So I want to get to the maps and show you what's going on. So the entire area is under a winter storm watch. I'm going to go down here and scroll down. You can get this. This is weather.gov. You can see this. We're going to go to, that's where the entire, there's Branson. And actually, northern Arkansas, they did join in this, so that it's blank right here, but actually the graphic needs to be updated. The entire area is under winter storm watch. The timeline, now it's looking Nevada, Warsaw, Osage Beach. It's going to start Tuesday night because that's way up there north. Rolla and Lebanon should start Wednesday morning, turning over to wintry mix. Springfield and Joplin Wednesday morning, so we don't know exactly what time. This graphic just says Wednesday morning, and then all snow for Springfield and Joplin Wednesday night, and snowing through Thursday probably about noon. That's what we have right now. Anderson, Branson, and Ava, again, south of 44, is going to start as rain, but then a little later on Wednesday morning, it's going to start that change over to a wintry mix, and that means freezing rain, sleet, all sorts of stuff. And then by Wednesday night, change all over to snow. And if you're in Gainesville, West Plains or Alton way out there, you're going to get that much later. All right, snowfall amounts. Okay, now this is what we call a probability map. The potential of 2 inches or more is pretty high northwest of Branson, along and northwest of I-44. The potential of 6 inches or more of snow is high well up here in Nevada to, what is that, Warsaw, Corey? Osage Beach, yeah. So any sleet is going to mitigate snow totals. So that's why it's so unusual. Now right here, I want you to notice this. This is expected ice accumulation. Branson area, 1/100th to 1/10. Now, we think we could get a little more than that, but if you look down here in northern Arkansas, east of Harrison, you're talking a 1/2 inch. Look at this color. So this is the dividing line right in here. We're gonna really have to watch. Branson is right on that edge. So the latest model data is really wanting to take more of this into northern Arkansas. Okay, now I want to back out and go to some models so I can show you what's going on. This is the GFS. It's going to initialize again in about an hour. So we're going to watch this. This is 6 p.m. tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tuesday. This is midnight Wednesday, Tuesday night Wednesday. And that you can see right there, Springfield. There's I-44. That is 6 a.m. So you can see sleet is there. The purple is sleet. We like sleet, okay? Sleet is little ice pellets. You can get traction. It doesn't stick to things. But this red here, that's what we don't want. And right there's Branson. It's in that sleet. This is one model, so I'm going to step through, okay? Now, there's another wave coming down here, and this is the one that's really going to shoot everything up there. So now I'm going to step. See, look at this headed out now. But I want you to notice something. This is Branson. It's a more southerly track. So according to the GFS, it's a southerly track, so it's more snow. So that's why we don't think it's going to be a major thing. So let me back up here. I want to go to the Canadian, which is the CMC, and see what it says. This is, there's 6 a.m. Wednesday. There is noon Wednesday. Now look, now the Canadian says Branson is still in the green. And then a little sliver of freezing rain. This is noon on Wednesday. And you keep going. It's thinking the cold air is not going to come down quite as fast. So this is why we have all of this model discrepancy going on and nobody knows what's going on. This is 6 a.m. Thursday, still right here, right at the edge of the sleet, and then snow to end it. One more model. And this is the American model, and then we'll, there it is. The NAM 12K goes out farther than the 3K, so we're going to do that. And it goes by hour. So now we're thinking, it's not saying a lot right now. There's Branson. Let's see, but there's the sleet, okay? Freezing rain is the red. Notice the freezing rain is down in Arkansas. But the sleet, the mixture, freezing rain, sleet, rain, snow, just the whole Duke's mixture is there. And then it will finally move out and give us a little cap of snow. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. Snowfall amounts are varied. the snowfall amounts are just varied at this point because it will all depend on how fast that cold air comes down. Because if there's a changeover fast, the snow is going to go up. If it's a slow changeover, like the CMC or the Canadian model said, then we're going to get more sleet and less snow. So I think right now, as of Monday night, it's just impossible to predict exactly where this is going to go. So now you probably see Corey is videoing, and we have Shara over there. Do we have any questions, Shara? Or
none. People just started off kind of asking if it was going to be all ice or snow or both.
Yeah, it's just going to be varied at this point. And like I said before, the best thing is just keep following our page.
Lots of praise about the sign language.
Oh, thank you.
Tons of comments that you're signing.
I got to tell you, I have not signed professionally for like over 25 years. So to all my deaf and hard of hearing friends that are watching this,
We apologize.
Well, no, I'm using old school sign. So Shara is actually signed up for a sign class, so I'm going to get to sign with her, and then she can show me all the new signs that are coming out. So anyway, like I said, I can't guarantee every time I'll be able to sign, but this is like a really important thing, so just keep watching our page. And if you have any questions I didn't answer, I need to say one more thing. Winter storms are different than like the severe thunderstorms that we have, or tornadoes. Okay, so the severe thunderstorms or the tornadoes are small, and they can affect just small cities. Okay, winter storms are much different. They affect a wide area. So it's impossible for us to say your specific, city. You just have to look at it on a very broad way, a broad area, because it's just the dynamics. Dynamics are very varied. That's what I can say. So anyway,
We got a question. Are we looking at power outages?
Okay, power, outages and stuff. If ice, which is the freezing rain, not the sleet, okay, because sleet, like I said, it's just going to bounce and it's not going to, stick to anything. The freezing rain, if we get more than a quarter inch, it's possible that there could be sporadic, power outages. Like in northern Arkansas, if you get a half inch, there's definitely going to be some power outages. So a quarter inch is kind of the threshold, kind of the limit. I mean, a third of an inch is bad. The wind is going to be really picking up behind the system. So once the cold front moves through, then the wind's going to pick up and that temperature is going to plummet. So be prepared for power outages, and everyone should know, charge up all your phones, charge up all your devices, like your tablet or your iPad or whatever.
Have batteries and candles.
Batteries, candles, what am I saying? Please don't travel. I canceled an appointment for my mother on Wednesday, and that's okay because travel is going to be almost impossible, especially if we get ice. The road crews are going to be out spreading, salt. There's another one. Salt and chemicals out there to help melt the road. So that's the best thing. So just be prepared. But at this point, Monday evening, with the data that we have, if we get less than a quarter of an inch, we'll probably be okay around the Branson area.
Let's talk a little bit about the difference between freezing rain and sleet.
Okay. Freezing rain. Okay. Example, let's say this is the surface. This is the earth. This is the surface. Okay, and we're going up in the atmosphere. We're going up here. When the cold front moves, it moves, well, there's one way. It can move several ways. It can move this way. So the cold air is here, and that's going to take this thin layer of air that is cold. Well, up here is warm, so you're going to get rain, liquid rain. When it falls into that cold air that's below freezing, then that liquid is going to freeze on contact. That is going to create ice. That's what we call freezing rain. Now, sleet occurs when that cold air is thicker, and it's similar to hail. That's why I use the hail sign. And you'll think it's hailing, but it's not. They're basically the same thing. I mean, hail and sleet are the same thing, but they're developed differently. Hail is developed way up in a thundercloud, but sleet is developed from a raindrop that tries to melt, but it just can't, and then you can see it bouncing around. And so that's why we prefer sleet much more than the freezing rain.
More traction with sleet?
Oh yes, yeah.
It doesn't stick?
Traction. I mean, it doesn't get as slick.
Now, what can make it slick is when that sleet is covered by several inches of snow.
Yes, that's correct, because we're going to have a whole bunch of layers at this point. So it's going to start like raining tomorrow. So we're going to have all of that liquid on the road for like 12 hours. And then it's going to come in and start changing over. So you're going to have the water, then you're going to have the freezing rain, and then you're going to have the sleet on top of that. Then it's going to change over to snow, and that's going on top of that. So it's just going to be awful.
We call it precipitation.
Yes. Okay, so our deaf friends, Corey just said, we call it precipitation. So it's like a combination of precipitation and slop.
Yeah.
All right. So, more questions?
I think that's it.
More questions?
Okay, good. All right, so prepare. And if you have any questions I did not answer, then please put them in the comments and I'll go back and answer them. We're getting ready to record the podcast now, so I'll get to those questions later on. So, yes.
Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Yeah, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Stay safe.